quite a few of you made a mistake in question 1a. So it says, write the initial state matrix as a column matrix, putting growth in the first row. Growth first. So G before K. And it is not 125 and 225 because 225 is the total. Okay? So if 125 customers buy growth, then that means people that bought Kate's must be the total minus growth. So 225 minus 125. So the second row must be 100, not 225. Now I'm not going to put up the answers to question 2. I'd like you to try to do it after you listen to question 1's explanation. Note, however, how they've created the diagram. Okay, see, it's done in percentage, it's not done in decimal. And number 2, there's a loop going back towards itself. So growth has a loop going back towards growth. Okay, so use this as your hint to try to fix any mistakes you've made in question 2. Now, to convert from the transition diagram into a transition matrix, put from at the top, 2 on the side. I know some of you have done it the other way, but try to do it this way, as I've explained to you before. Do it this way, then when you check your SAC notes and so on, use the Cambridge explanation. Then you don't make mistakes, okay? So from growth to growth is 75%. 75% converted into decimal is 0.75. Then growth to Kate's, 0.25. Kate to growth, 30%, so 0.3. And Kate back to Kate is 0.7. Okay? Question C, after 4 weeks, if you use this formula, all you have to do is to put the transition matrix T, let's change color, just put the transition matrix T into your CAS calculator, T to the power of 4, and then times S naught. If you don't want to put S naught in, just put the matrix in, 125 and 100, then you should get this answer. Okay? And of course, it's asking you to show. Now, show that the number of gross customers after 4 weeks is 123 after you have rounded it to the nearest whole number. So out of your calculator, you would get 122.82 for growth. If you round that up, you'll get growth is 123. Part D. At this point in time, tourists start coming to town to shop, and the situation can be described in the following recurrence relation. Blah, blah, blah. All you have to do is to repeatedly use the formula given. This formula is given to you. In order to do 2 weeks, you have to start with S1. Put all the values here into your equation, substitute it in, get S1, then do S2 for the 2 weeks. T doesn't change, B doesn't change. The only thing that changes, instead of using S0 or S0, you are now using S1, because Sn plus 1 is equals to T1 times Sn, so the previous state. Okay? Straightforward, and you're given generously 2 marks, which means that if you've done, there's a 2-stage process. You'll get 1 mark here and the second mark here. This question I've never seen in past exams, so I'm not sure if it's going to come up in this year's VCE exams, but a lot of you have asked me to explain it, and it took me a little bit to figure out a pattern to consistently work. I've checked it against some of the examples in our textbooks. So in my opinion, the easiest or fastest way is recorded in steps on this page. I'm not going to go through it, but have a read. I think I've explained it quite well, okay?